Pianist Olga Kern joins me. She's here, of course, for the Olga Kern International Piano Competition going on this week at the National Hispanic Cultural Center with preliminaries and intermediate rounds, and then the finals Saturday at 6 o'clock at Popejoy Hall. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Brent. It's so great to be here.
Steinway is one of the co-sponsors of this competition. They don't just provide pianos that you see on stage. They've provided an enormous amount for this.
Yes, I am so grateful for Steinway. It's really an incredible help. They provided all 27 pianos, maybe more even, to all the host families and to all contestants to warm up and practice.
Every contestant has a Steinway in the house.
And their houses and the host families, and it's a brand new pianos. So it's just an incredible opportunity for all these young talented pianists to have the whole week of spending and practicing on and performing on this great the best, the highest quality pianos.
And then for the competition itself, they have their choice of two different Steinways.
Yes,
right?
I choose two wonderful Steinways. I went to Steinway factory in New York, New Jersey, and I had a lot of pianos to choose from, and I chose one fantastic New York piano and the concert grand, and one fantastic Hamburg concert grand. So they can choose between Hamburg model and the New York model. So that's also fantastic. It's just for me it's the best pianos because I'm playing on Steinways and I've been a Steinway artist for a long time, and for me that enormous help from a Steinway family, I call them family because this is how they are. They're really a fantastic help for me, and they're fantastic people, and some of the representatives of Steinway coming to the competition for the whole week. So they will be here. If something necessary to adjust in the last minute, they will do it. And plus we have a fantastic piano technicians who will be all the time 24/7 working on the pianos if necessary, tuning and between the contestants playing, just to make sure that it's at the best possible quality. So I'm just really grateful that Steinway is doing such a great help for the competition.
The contestants, there are 25 in all coming. Yes. First of all, they audition by video,
yes.
And then there's some specifics about the repertoire. They're all supposed to play a prelude and fugue by Bach, and then they have to play a classical era sonata, right? A Mozart, Haydn, or Beethoven. Why specifically classical era?
First of all, yes, I just wanted to explain that we had a big video audition first. I wish that maybe for the next time we would have a live audition, because then you really feel and see each contestant. It's totally different, of course, to see a live performance than just a video recording. But this is what we have, and a lot of competitions are doing this. And we had more than 130 contestants applications this year. So we had a really fantastic audition jury. I'm also very thankful for all their work they did, and I also was a part of the audition jury, and we chose actually 27 at first, but then of course by different reasons, illnesses and other things, the two couldn't come. So we have 25. It's a great number, and yes, in the first round, preliminary round, we want all contestants to perform a classical era Bach, in my opinion, Bach Prelude and Fugue, or we have also either Bach Prelude and Fugue or a Scarlatti, two different styles of sonatas. It's very important, I think, just to show how a pianist can hear what they're doing, actually, to listen to every voice and just to control whatever they do. I think that's the most important. Bach, all music, I think, came from Bach, really. All what we have now, all the classical music came from this giant, incredible genius. So I think it's very important to play Bach for all age, groups of pianists. And I love to play Bach. It's just calming me down. It just makes, as I say, it just makes me think and listen and to be in control.
So it's not just about practicing and warming up with Bach.
Oh
play it
no, no,
constantly
no, no!
because-
Of course, he composed such a complicated fugues. Sometimes it's 5 voices, and you need to make sure that you hear every voice. And this voicing, it's so inner voices sometimes, and it's such a polyphony. So you really need to be in control. And if you're a professional, you know how to do it. So I would love to see, and we will listen to all 25 to see what they can do with Bach or Scarlatti, because it's the same. It's that control and articulation of the fingers, of every little technical problem. It's right there. You can't hide this. So this is what we. This is why we wanted to have Bach. Then, of course, a classical air sonata, because as a professional musician, you need to feel the form. You need to have a sense of this feeling, what exactly it is, how you will do this particular sonata, how the big line you will just continue to keep that big line. Otherwise, you can definitely, make it, very much with a short breaks and stops and stuff. We can't do that in the Mozart or Haydn or Beethoven sonatas.
You're really looking at the whole arc.
You're looking in the whole, you can't divide the parts and parts, because there are a lot of different material in the sonatas, but you really need to feel that form, so it feels that you are doing that bigger lines. And for me, of course, Beethoven, it's now Beethoven's 250th anniversary of his birth this year, so it's very important, I think, to play classical sonatas, and I hope, and I know that actually a lot of contestants will be playing Beethoven sonatas, so I'm very happy, and we will hear that. Then we have 2 contrasting etudes, because I think it's necessary to see how contestants and these young pianists can not just play technical difficulties, but also to make from these difficulties music.
And then they have their choice of Rachmaninoff or
Chopin or Liszt or Scriabin etudes, and then they just need to make music from this. But it's 2 different, contrasting etudes. They can't play similar technical. It can be 1 octave, 1 double notes, or just light technique. So they know the specifications, and we are not just looking for the technical difficulties to be all correct and playing all the notes. No, we are of course looking for someone who will surprise us with a great interpretation of these etudes.
And you said that's hard to see in the videos, but that's most of what this competition is about, because the level of competitors have to already have it under their fingers. So it's really about how they interpret the music and how they can express that to an audience.
Definitely.
Right?
And this is why I put we all decided, the whole competition board decided to have 1 Rachmaninoff short piece in the preliminary round, because Rachmaninoff music, he was such a great genius pianist, and if you really respect yourself as a pianist, a professional pianist, you need to have in your repertoire 1 or 2 pieces by Rachmaninoff, right? So I really want them all play Rachmaninoff. All 25 will be playing Rachmaninoff piece. They all, almost all of them chose one of the transcriptions of Rachmaninoff or his preludes, which are just fantastic, of course. So we will hear who really can develop something and show something so incredibly interesting in Rachmaninoff music, because there is so much to say, So that's the preliminary round.